How's it going, everyone? I'm Al, and today I have the most popular player on my YouTube channel in StarCraft 2. His videos always get a huge amount of views, so that tells me that everyone watching, you love this guy. From South Korea, he's a Terran. Can we guess? Can we guess? Do we know who it is? It's Maru. His opponent, who we can all start to feel sorry for, is a Zerg, and his name is DRG. Now I say feel sorry for because Maru is an absolute legend who's going for a low ground. I have not seen this. So this is Moondance. It's the one with the little pocket expansion. Okay, if you're like me and you cannot remember the map's names. Now Terrans normally, they will build their supply depots up here with the first barracks on here. They don't tend to often go for a wall on the low ground with 2 barracks. Now, this tells me it's going to be aggressive with a second CC in the natural. Okay, that's the only reason why you'd want to do this wall off. So I'm assuming that there's going to be 1 Reaper now. This is a different build. Anyway, before we get too into it and Maru does Maru things like he just can, let's talk about his opponent. So DRG, going for a relatively standard build. DRG is a very good player. Spotter, I'm assuming. He's a very good double Reaper. I just can't get words out. Maru's doing things and I can't get words out because what is this? It's 2 Reapers at a time. This could deal damage. Is he going to follow up with more? He's going to follow up with more. So this is essentially a proxy rax without proxy raxing. He's double proxy raxed without actually proxying the barracks, which means he's going to get some damage done. Okay, anyway, just long story short of what I'm saying, DRG's a very good player. Let's have a look. Okay, well, I mean, this is the early game dance, but now with the second one coming out, I mean, DRG sees this. He's got an overlord in position. He's got a couple of overlords having a look. Yeah. Okay, the queens are out. The queens are going to help with this defense. Now, there's spores. Oh, yeah, the spore was to save the drone. My bad. My bad. I looked confused. Okay, so now we've got 3. There are 2 queens out. 3 Reapers. They can't really get too much done. At the same time, we have Tech Lab on one, Reactor on the other. Factory coming. Another barracks. Another barracks. So that's 2 workers killed. I missed those 2, but, you know, we'll be okay. Zergling's going to catch this one. 1 is sacrificed. Sent up so the other 2 could shoot from the low ground. That's a little neat little bit of micro there. That one's going. Okay. 3 workers. That's barracks 4 and 5. 3 and 4, sorry, counting. Woo. Is this just gonna be just barracks? Maru's just gonna make a ton of infantry with stim, run them across, and say goodbye, DRG. He's gonna go stim and combat shields at the same time. Yeah. He wants a seriously aggressive attack early on here. DRG, I hope you're ready. So this overlord can't see anything. It did notice those, but can't see much more than that. 3rd base coming up for DRG. I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should stick on 2, get something out, roaches out or something. Because Banelings, that's Maru. Like Maru's Stimpack and combat shields, he can micro. Look, he's going to be on a timer essentially because until he gets Medivacs out, every stim, you know, that damage doesn't get recovered, so it's dangerous. Oh, Maru, you do some wonderful things. Anyway, thank you for all the support on the Maru videos. Here we go. The last video that I made of Maru got, at this stage, the last time I checked, was 14,000 views. That's insane. That's a huge amount. So, thank you. Thank you very much. I love that you all love watching Maru. I do too. He's something special. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Marines and Reapers coming in. Both upgrades are done. Stim, combat shield. So he's gonna stim in. The rest of the Marines coming to help, and then it's micro. Kiting away. Yeah. That amount of Marines, they don't care for Queens. Starport. Never mind. GG. 5 minutes in, Maru takes game number 1. I realized that I might not have mentioned that this is a best of 5 series. I don't know if I said that in the previous game. If I didn't, well, now you know. So, for our second game, we are on Data C. It is, traditionally at least, in the current map pool, quite a macro map. We see longer games on here. I was actually watching a really long video on this map last night. An hour-long game. That was really good. But yeah, so we tend to see longer games here. There's a bunch of scenarios where the map can kind of be split. DRG, what are you doing? Oh, nothing out of the ordinary. I saw nothing on the production tab. I was like, DRG, are you doing something strange? But no, it seems everything's normal. Maru's actually building his buildings in the right place. So this is the one thing, and I know that, you know, Tasteless and Autosis used to talk about this. Okay, and this is funny. This is, like, if you want to complain about balance, this is probably the only thing you can do. They used to talk about it a lot during GSLs, is as a Terran player, there's sometimes the randomness that can be a bit irritating. So for instance, say Maru wanted to do that same thing that he did in the previous game. He cannot because of his spawn position. Because if he places 2 barracks here, he cannot add the tech labs. However, if he was on this side, he would be able to do it because the add-ons would go to the right of the building. Now, for the most part, it doesn't generally actually do that much. It doesn't affect that much. Like, yeah, you get games like this where on this side you have to build the barracks a little bit off. But I mean, that doesn't really, the players don't really care about that. Sorry, I bumped my microphone. And it doesn't really do much. But yeah, that strategy that Maru just did, if he spawned on the other side, I don't think he would have been able to do it because those add-ons, I mean, he might have, but those add-ons could have been susceptible to Zerglings. So, you know, there you go. I shouldn't give Terran players ammo. I mean, Terran players have enough that they're complaining about already. So, yes, you have that, you know, kind of unbalanced area in your race. But can we just remember that Terrans have ghosts, so that counteracts everything that you have to say, right? I think that's fair agreement. Alright, anyway, I'm just joking. No balance complaints before people start getting upset with me. Which is also, you know, that happens. So far, this second map seems pretty standard. Now the orbits are coming up here. The factory gonna change around with barracks, get some Hellions out. Barracks gonna make the reactor, right? For the starport. Oh, maybe not. Shouldn't there be a add-on here already? Like, he's got the resources. Is Maru gonna do something different? He's just making a marine. I'm confused. Again, my Terran is terrible, so maybe this is an actual thing. And a Viking first. Okay, so the Viking's gonna be nice to get rid of Overlords here. Hellion, Reapers, they just gonna go for a drive as soon as he's built up a decent number of them. What is this add-on list thing that you're doing, Maru? He's just doing things this game. But I mean, when you're as good as Maru, who cares? You can do whatever you want. I mean, yeah, Maru's a player. And I know, ooh, Liberator coming up. And a fusion core. And a second starport. I needed to double check now. Is this Maru playing or is this Gumio? So, what? Is he gonna go for BCs? Nice, I like that. So that explains a lot. You're gonna have to get the tech lab on this one if you want to go BCs. Ooh, let's see, what is it? It's a BC. Battle cruisers on the way for Maru. I love it. What's he gonna follow up with? Okay, so there's the tech lab. I'm assuming the tech lab's coming up on the other starport now. Yep. Nothing on the... Is this gonna be another mech build from Maru? Or is this gonna be just straight battle cruisers? DRG on the other side, he's got the Binding Nest coming up. And he is going into Lair. So he's getting used to the normal Maru style. Alright, he must have seen something. He must have seen something because he has spores on the way. Okay, let's see. He did not. Okay. DRG just feeling a disturbance in the force. 2 battle cruisers and Yamato on the way. These Hellions can do some damage. At this stage, it's just clearing creep. Alright, alright. Here we go. Here we go. The first battle cruiser. He's gonna wait for them. He's gonna wait for the second one. Hang on. Where workers die? Oh, the Liberator. The Liberator doing good work. Oh. That's why... Yeah, that's why DRG started thingies. That's actually... Is it just me, or is that Liberator a bad idea, right? Because that Liberator has made spores come up. Where, you know, where is it now? Is it still around? Oh, there it is. Where if he didn't, you know, maybe that wouldn't have been a thing. Alright, the BCs are warping in. Here they go. Spire immediately comes up. Okay, the Queens, these battle cruisers are going to now bounce to the bottom base, going to make it hard for the Queens. At the same time, the Hellions are getting surrounded by Zerglings. You're actually doing some good work here. But 14 workers do go down because of the Liberator, which I missed now because Maru is everywhere. How do you follow this guy? Okay, the Zerglings are going to the other side of the map. They're going to be stopped by the depots. That's a lot of worker damage. More BCs on the way behind this. Yamato Cannon is almost finished, which means these BCs are going to be able to get rid of... Yeah, the Liberator going back in, getting more damage the whole time. The BCs at this stage, they're just creating confusion so that this... Alright, you know what I said about this being bad? Never mind. Maru is Maru. He knows better than me. He's gotten so much damage with that. Zerglings are in the main base. They've gotten rid of it. Was that a Baneling bust? Alright, I need to go back a little bit. I'm missing too much in this game. Yeah, Baneling bust down here on the front. Zerglings spilling in. Okay, so Maru having to defend here at the home. Aliens get picked off. These Zerglings are still free to have some fun. I mean, there's a lot of workers that need to be caught up. Beast is going to be at home to defend, and that should be fine. Yeah, these BCs now have free reign with Yamato Cannon. That's 10 workers, 10 ACVs by the way. One shot, one shot. The BCs are having a good time. And it's mech again! There's a factory and 2 armories on the way. Maru's been mech. Never mind, we're not going to see any mech because he just wins. Okay. There you go. Woof. Alright, so we are already at match point. I was so ready to see a mech game, and yeah, Maru just won before mech even came out. Again. Okay. Another thing that I forgot to mention, by the way, these replays come from Dreamhack Atlanta, so this is the most recent premier tournament that's been played. And Maru is... Yeah, Maru's had a conference with Gumio, and they've sat together and they've thought, Maru, this game is too easy for you. You need to start playing a little bit like me. At least that's what Gumio said to. And now, Maru is doing strange things. But I mean, you know, like this is very odd to me. You will not see this normally. This is not how, you know, at the top level... The guys are playing, or this wall, there's a hole in the wall. You come in. Oh, with the tech lab. Never mind. or the reactor, whichever one you build. The add-on's gonna close the wall. Never mind, never mind. You see, I doubt Maru, and then his brilliance is just, he's so far ahead of me, I can't even see his brilliance. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna stop fanboying over Maru now. I think this might be getting a little bit weird. Let's have a look at DRG. Come on, DRG, pull one back for us. DRG is a very good Zerg player, by the way. So this is not like Maru's doing this to some substandard player. This is... DRG's a good player. He's a very, very strong Zerg player. Yeah, he might be past his heyday. You know, he's had his best moments, but I wouldn't count him out as a bad player. Yeah, everything so far seems quite standard. Overlord's just being positioned around. I would have liked to see DRG go for something more aggressive here. A roach push or something. I mean, it's not out of the question, but I don't think he will. You know, when you're playing Maru, sometimes you gotta do strange stuff. And I know it's hard because Maru defends like an absolute trooper. He's so solid at defense. He's probably the best defensive Terran player. I mean, he's probably the best Terran player in the world. But defensively, he's so strong. You know, this guy doesn't die. Again, you know, they all say the whole time about it. When you're playing against Maru and you're on even footing, Maru's ahead. When Maru is behind, that's when you're even. Okay, that was an odd flight animation. Those Reapers just fly further than they're supposed to be able to. Okay, let's see what's... Yeah, you see. He did make sure that he could finish off the wall. So it's the exact same build as game number 1. He's gone for 2 barracks again. The low ground CC, so it's going to be a 2-base push once again. With 4 barracks, Stim coming up. What's that? That's a tech lab, so he's going to be getting combat shields as well. Reaper's still just trying to bounce around, get some damage. 3rd base coming up. DRG, let's do something. Did he see it? No, he saw the 2, so maybe he can pick up that it's the exact same build. Maybe he knows something. But I mean, there's going to be a lot of Marines being shoved down his throat once again. No react on this side. That's interesting. I guess he didn't have the gas for it with the researches and things. Okay. Okay. I wonder how popular, you know, people that were watching the tournament, I wonder how many Terrans have started doing this exact build against Zerg. Because I think it's strong. It hits a solid timing. It hits a very solid timing with a whole ton of Marines. Now there comes the factory. Oh, still no. Oh, okay. It seems a little bit odd, but we'll see if it works in this one, the same as what it did in the previous game. But yeah, there we go. Mara continuing to shape the meta as he sees fit. Just does what he wants. That is a late Baneling nest. That Baneling nest is too late. Because look, as a Zerg player, if you can get that Baneling nest out, and some Banelings out, you're fine. Sort of. But I mean, this is a lot of Marines again. What does DRG have? He's got a bunch of Zerglings that are moving across the map. He sees it now. He's going to pull those Zerglings back. A couple more Zerglings on the way. There's a bunch of Queens, but that is not enough. Okay, so he sees the infantry now. And I think this is DRG panic moment. The upgrades are finished. Stim and combat shield are both done. Okay, Maru turning back this time. So he obviously knows something. Oh, he's just going to go look another way. Reactor on the way. I'm assuming that's on a starport. Quick check. Yep, it is used for the starport at least. Are we gonna try push a different angle? That's a lot of Zerg. Okay. So I think DRG has read it well in the second game. He's seen it with his overlords. He saw the double barracks in the front, so he assumed that's a lot of queens. I think he assumed it's the same build, and he has a lot more units. In terms of workers, he's up by, I don't know, almost, well, just 11. Ooh, that was such difficult math. He's getting his 4th up, so economically he's doing fine. Medevacs are on the way. I think once the medevacs come in, then Maru's going to be a little bit more aggressive. 12 banelings. Yeah, this is a much better response from DRG. I think he's going to be a lot better prepared for this one. Creeper's not quite far out enough. Zergling run by. There's so little surface area. I mean, I guess on the barracks. There is a tank now. Okay, this is a dangerous push. Those Zerglings are going to come back. This base is not going to make it. Good siege tank positioning. He's going to use those Zerglings to try to surround. And here we go. Infantry goes up against the queens. They actually melt the queens. Zergling Baneling army is coming back to flank. Oh, a little bit of indecisiveness. They're not getting rid of the tank. That tank still has free reign. Ooh, I think Maru might have another one. Yeah. Okay, the tank is going to be surrounded now, but I think it's too little too late. A couple of banelings hit, but Maru still has a lot of infantry left over. And there we go. GG is called. Maru takes a super quick best of 5 series. Just telling DRG, get out of my series. You know, oof. That was some epic games from Maru, and a very interesting, well, very interesting builds in all 3. We saw BCs, we saw a whole bunch of things. So there you go. Love your work, Maru. Good job. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. This was really fun to cast. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more StarCraft content and more Maru content eventually. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.